In our final installment of the Mayor's Message for January 2022, I chat with Waukee City Council Member Ben Sinclair. He was first appointed to City Council in 2020 to actually fill my spot when I was elected as mayor. Council Member Sinclair was re-elected in November and was just sworn into his new 4-year term. He and his wife and daughter have called Waukee home for a decade now. Council Member Sinclair is a web developer and entrepreneur. Here's what's on his mind for 2022.
Well, welcome, and thank you for joining me today. I just want to say, first of all, congratulations on your re-election.
Thank you.
Yes, it's very exciting. Can you tell me a little bit about why you ran for election in the first place? Why do you want to be on council?
Yeah, well, I've lived in Waukee for about 10 years now, or 11 years, and I just really love living here and plan to live here for a long time. And I was just thinking about ways to kind of give back to the community, and thought I would give it a try. And I've, been on the council for 2 years now, and very excited now that I, have a little experience with it to continue on for 4 more.
Well, we're so glad you did run, and glad to have you. So now that we're starting a new year, 2022, what are some of your key priorities?
Well, I'm interested in continuing to develop our parks, trails, and greenbelt systems. Sustainability is a big priority for me, both for the city itself and all the residents included in that. I'm also interested in our long-term utility strategy, both for water and gas, and how that fits into the future of the city. I've always been very interested in traffic safety and traffic flow, but particularly in regards to getting to schools. And I'm proud that we actually just approved our Safe Routes to School plans, which is kind of a framework and a guidebook for increasing safety with traffic and getting to schools.
I'm very excited about that too. As council, we get a lot of comments around traffic safety, but also that will be a joint effort with other cities and with the school district.
Yes, yep. Yeah, we have schools in many different cities, and we'll work with them to make sure that all happens.
Absolutely, absolutely. You mentioned sustainability and the fact that it's important to you. Can you talk a little bit more about why it's important to you and what you ultimately like to see?
It's important to me just in general because I think it's good for everyone. If we are operating in a sustainable manner and just using less and being more efficient, and a lot of that can also include cost savings. But both from a city infrastructure standpoint and city building standpoint, there's a lot we can do as we expand our offices and everything else we will be doing in the future to take that into account. But there's going to be a lot of other initiatives. Electric vehicles are going to be more and more popular, and we can accommodate that with some of our future plans in sustainability.
Absolutely. As an entrepreneur, you've also been a voice on the council for how to encourage other entrepreneurs to perhaps see Waukee as an opportunity, which I've really appreciated. Can you talk a little bit about some of the things you'd like to see happen from an economic development or business development strategies?
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen some amazing new businesses, retail and but also startups and some more established startup companies as well come to Waukee recently, and I think part of how we get to that point where we have more and more of that, which can create jobs for our residents, but just getting those amenities and building out the things that will attract those businesses, so you can work and go to lunch right next door in an amazing place, but also just having a great place to live in all respects. The quality of life here is amazing, and that I think attracts people. And I think just building off of all of that is how we can kind of promote people to come to Waukee and start their businesses and make it the place to call home.
Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
And thank you all so much for tuning in to this special series here in January 2022 of the Mayor's Message to talk about some of the priorities and the strategies that are really important